Hello everyone, my name is Bamdeb. Today I'll be presenting on corporate social responsibility and cross-sector collaboration, analyzing contemporary perspectives on responsible business. This presentation draws on three key academic studies that provide contemporary insights into how businesses can engage more effectively with stakeholders and society. Let's get started. Let's begin with the fundamentals. According to Matin and Moon, CSR consists of policies and practices that reflect business responsibility for wider societal good, but the specific form that takes lies at each corporation's discretion. What makes this definition particularly useful is that it's context independent, allowing us to compare CSR practices across different countries and industries. It encompasses both implicit forms like European social partnerships and explicit forms like voluntary corporate initiatives. Okay, companies seek legitimacy through three key relationships. First, the core stakeholders like shareholders and employees, based on self interest and rewarded with business performance. Second, the society at large through conformance and social values, earning reputation and partnership opportunities. Third, with regulators through compliance, which grants them license to operate. Understanding these relationships help explain why companies engage in CSR. Well, CSR takes two main forms. Implicit CSR focuses on wider institutions that serve society's interest through values, norms, and often mandatory rules. Think of European social partnerships. Then, explicit CSR involves voluntary corporate policies and strategies responding to stakeholder expectations like US corporate philanthropy. Importantly, we are seeing a trend towards hybridization where these forms increasingly blend together. Well, CSR has evolved significantly. It's now multinational, crossing national boundaries. The focus has expanded from local communities to enter supply chain and planetary impacts. CSR is strategically integrated into how profits are made, not just how they're distributed. We are seeing multi-actor governance with partnerships and co-regulation. Implementation is diverse, ranging from standards to innovation to new forms of regulation. Now, let's examine three different research perspectives on cross-sector collaboration. Clark and MacDonald studied multi-stakeholder partnerships in Canadian communities through a research-based view. Hatami and colleagues examined corporate volunteering in Finnish companies through the lens of distributed leadership. Pulido Gomez focused on construction safety partnerships, analyzing how learning versus blame culture affect collaboration. Each offers unique insights. Cross-sector collaboration faces significant challenges. Partners bring diverse interests and expectations. Power imbalances create tensions. Coordination across sectors is complex, and it's really complex. Building trust takes time. Measuring impact is difficult. So, organizations operate with competing logics. Transitioning from individual to shared responsibility requires cultural change, and blame cultures can inhibit the learning necessary for improvement. Well, despite these challenges, the opportunities are substantial. Collaboration enables tackling complex problems and achieving systematic change. Partners gain access to complementary expertise, pooled financial resources, and expanded networks. Innovation flourishes through joint knowledge creation, new perspectives, and best practice sharing. These benefits make the effort worthwhile. So, what makes this collaboration work? Clark and McDonald emphasize structural elements, diverse participants, clear communication processes, and supportive organizational routines. Hatami's team highlights distributed leadership with shifts from individual to collective values, hierarchical to inclusive organizing, and bounded to emergent dynamics. Pulido Gomez stresses learning cultures, moving from blame to learning orientation, creating psychological safety, and embracing continuous improvement. So, why is stakeholder collaboration so important? It enhances legitimacy in the eyes of society. It mobilizes resources that no single organization could access alone. It creates systematic impact beyond what isolated efforts achieve, and it drives innovation and learning through diverse perspectives and shared problem solving. So, all three studies reveal a fundamental shift in how leadership works, right? Clark and McDonald show leadership emerging from collaboration itself, distributed across participants rather than concentrated at the top. Hatemi describes distributing leadership as an ongoing social construction where responsibility is shared. Pulido Gomez emphasizes transformational leadership that creates psychological safety. The common theme, moving from hierarchical to collaborative, distributed leadership models. Okay, these three theoretical lenses are complementary. The resource-based view asks what partners gain: physical and financial resources, organizational capital, and human capital. Leadership for substantiality asks how leadership enables change through values, transition, organizing shifts, and dynamic emergence. The learning versus blame framework asks what cultural factors enable success: psychological safety, error reporting, and an improvement mindset. Together, they provide a comprehensive understanding. And so, what does this mean for practice? In partnership design, clarify resource expectations upfront, establish distributed leadership structures, and build a learning culture from the very beginning. For partner selection, assess complementary resources, evaluate collaborative capacity, and screen for cultural compatibility. In governance, balance stakeholder interests, ensure inclusive decision making, and create psychological safety mechanisms. For measurement, track resource gains, monitor leadership distribution, and assess learning outcomes rather than just blame incidents. Conclude, CSR evolves through implicit explicit dynamics. Cross sector collaboration is essential for responsible business. Multiple theoretical lenses reveal complementary success factors. Leadership is shifting from hierarchical to distributed models. Success requires integrating resource, process, and culture, and context matters. Geography, sector, and time frame shape strategies. So that's all I wanted to share with you. Thank you for your attention, and I'm happy to take any more questions from your end. There are some references, uh, I think, that will support my presentation. Thank you so very much. Thank you.